Death Parade! Capitalist Death Parade! Capitalist Death Parade! Welcome to the Capitalist Death Parade with your hosts, Joy Marie Mann and Josh Radio Hedge, a podcast where we discuss the dystopian hellscape of capitalism that we call home. Joy, are you going to be okay over there?
You're like Josh Radiohead.
Did I say Josh?
Yes, you did.
Oh my gosh.
What's a Josh? Like when Josh holds a conch shell or something?
It's when you're so jaundiced that you grow a paunch. That's a jaunch.
Oh. When you guys, I know you're younger than me, but when you guys were growing up and you guys, I'm in Pennsylvania, you're like on the other side of the world. Did you guys have that thing where like people, when you would get new sneakers, they'd be like, yo, let me see those Johns.
Like Jordans, but like a...
No, I think it means like those joints, those Johns. Oh, that's okay. What I think it meant. Let me see those Johns. But it was like the name John with an S. It was like, let me see those Johns. I don't know.
Here, I thought it was kind of like what do you call it? Not the word I'm looking for, but basically just like a play on twisting Jordans.
An onomatopoeia?
Them Jordans kind of thing. Them Johns.
Yo, let me see them Johns. Yo, you got them nice Johns. Yeah. Yep.
I got that Big John's energy, so.
You know what? Oh my God. Listen, I work in a warehouse for like $10 an hour, okay? And since I work in a back room, it's a back room of a store. Why do they care what we wear? I don't know, but they fucking do. Okay. So like I literally wore a Beatles shirt. What's like all it said was the Beatles. Okay. That was offensive. Okay.
To who?
And apparently my boss. I don't know, but so anyway, and we
didn't have a picture of the Beatles or just the words the Beatles?
We sell shit that is way more like we sell Cheech and Chong shirts and shit.
But hold on. What was on the shirt beyond the words the Beatles? Was it like a picture of the Beatles? But was it the one where they had all the babies chopped up?
No, please don't say that on my show. I really don't want to.
Baby doll parts. But they took a photo.
It was literally a black and white picture of them with like long hair when they were at their good stage, when they actually like had good music, and it was like a mustard yellow shirt.
And they were doing nothing controversial in the picture.
No, they were standing there. It was like shoulders
up. How is that offensive? I don't understand.
So anyway, this guy comes in, right? And he's wearing a shirt. It's an ugly Christmas sweater, right? And it says Big Gift Energy. My boss is so clueless. She let him wear that all the damn time. Didn't even know. And you know what? I wear my Joy Division shirt all the fucking time because she doesn't know what those squigglies are. She has no fucking clue. She's younger than me. And she still doesn't fucking know. She's like 40. So, but yeah, that was my offensive shirt.
See, that's crazy. I don't know anybody who's ever been offended by the Beatles except for like the most uptight, like hyper Christian people ever. Because I remember I've read the history on that. Well, that's so weird because you remember that history. Like John Lennon famously made that offhand comment, "We're bigger than Jesus," and what he meant was we're just crazy popular. He wasn't trying to be a total jerk, but he maybe was a little bit. But yeah, they were out there like setting fire to giant piles of their albums and
it was crazy
with giant steamrollers. It was just like, good Lord.
Yeah. Well, I digress. But anyway, I was thinking about it to him today all day because my husband said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I said, "I want to go back to Strawberry Fields in New York City." And I went about 8 years ago on December 8th every year, which was the day that we lost John. Strawberry Fields in NYC is directly looking at the Dakota where he was gunned down. And there's this beautiful mosaic. It's like black and white,
Yeah.
and it says Imagine. And people come from all over the world and sing there all day. And we just like bring candles and flowers, and everybody sings all the Beatles songs and John songs. And I just got goosebumps. So I went like 8 years ago by myself, and I was like, I want to go again. Like, I want to go. So December 8th, that's my Christmas present. And then December
Aw,
9th, we're going to see Banksy. He has a new
nice.
museum in New York City,
Oh,
just
I'm so
opening.
jealous. Jeez. I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm
jealous.
so excited. But anyway, I digress. But yes, I shall represent in strawberry fields forever.
I was just
Um,
about to do that. I was gonna be like, let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to
strawberry
strawberry.
fields. Oh my. Okay, if anyone's still watching after that, we do have some breaking news. We'll read the news, then we'll talk about it, but like whatever, like it's Biden. So let's first
Yeah,
show the clip of Biden mumbling and trying to tell us about this breaking news.
absolutely. Give me 1 second here. Oops.
And before I forget, last night's show I did have to cancel because Matt was having computer problems, but we are doing
Oh
our
no.
show tomorrow night. And there's Matt. I sent you vibes. You just showed up as I was saying your name.
All right. I'm trying to find that Biden one. Where did it go? Oh, I found it. Okay, here we go.
Today, I have some good news to report from the Middle East. I just spoke with the Prime Minister of Israel and Lebanon. I'm pleased to announce that their governments have accepted the United States proposal to end the devastating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. I want to thank President Macron of France for his partnership in reaching this moment. For nearly 14 months, a deadly conflict raged across the border that separates Israel and Lebanon. Lasting security for the people of Israel and Lebanon cannot be achieved only on the battlefield. And that's why I directed my team to work with the governments of Israel and Lebanon to forge a ceasefire, to bring the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah to a close. Under the deal reached today, effective at 4 a.m. tomorrow local time, the fighting across the Lebanese-Israeli border will end. Today,
How convenient. Another temporary ceasefire that doesn't start immediately. And what will happen before that ceasefire starts tomorrow morning? Well, why don't you
Is
tell us,
that
Joy?
video done?
Huh?
Is that video done?
Yeah, that was the end of that video.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I it's not like I believe anything BB says. I mean, let's be real. Of course, he's like, stand down, and then. But the fact that, like, in the beginning, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Biden actually said the U.S. proposal for the ceasefire. He said that. The U.S. proposal. Have you given one to Israel for Palestine? Oh, wait, I know you haven't. You
Yeah.
actually voted down the other day.
Yeah, just a couple days ago.
Yeah, like primarily, like, and over like a huge, ginormous amount of Democrats voted against doing an arms embargo, which was Senator Sanders' bill. And an overwhelming majority voted against it. But yet, and I'm not saying, look, I stand in solidarity with Lebanon. Absolutely, no question.
1,000%.
But I am going to point out that why can you do it for them and you can't do it for Palestine? And when he was saying like 13 months, I was like, I was like, does he think he's talking about Palestine? Because, you know, he says the wrong places all the time. And he was saying something about Israel. So I was like, does he think he's talking about Palestine? I had to like really like listen to other things to see if like he was saying the right place. But then I was like, duh, of course he's saying the right place.
No.
So that's very good news if he sticks to it. If and 4 a.m. Can you pull up the article I gave you? It's the last thing I texted you.
Was that the ceasefire article? Yeah.
Yes.
Let me get that up for you.
And I see quite a number of people watching. Please smash the like and subscribe. That's the only thing that helps my algorithm.
The only thing that helps my algorithm is lithium.
I mean, admitting it's the first step.
All right. I'm kidding, folks. Don't do lithium unless you have a prescription, and then do all you want. All right. Let's take a look. Ceasefire between Lebanon's Hezbollah and Israel. What to know? Yeah. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, at least the beginning.
Sure. So, Beirut, Lebanon. Israel's cabinet has approved a ceasefire between Israel and the Lebanese group Hezbollah through the Lebanese government. Once it is enforced, the agreement stands to end more than a year of violence that began when Hezbollah began launching strikes at Israel on October 8th, saying it would continue as long as Israel conducted its war on the people of Gaza. Since October 2023, Israel has uprooted 1.2 million people in Lebanon and killed 3,768, most of them killed in the past 2 months. And its Lebanese, Hezbollah and its Lebanese rivals and allies support an end to the war. But what are the terms of the ceasefire? Where is it at right now? And will it hold? And I actually thought about sending you a video, but I decided to pull back on it because I know YouTube's really weird about showing war footage. Which again, why? When it's news, it's reality. I don't understand why reality is so offensive. But it was just literally like they've got hours till the ceasefire starts. They've already made the agreement. The agreement is, guys, we need peace. Let's have a ceasefire. And so Israel then ramps up massive strikes on Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. Like absolute brutal. I was watching these videos. It's like they're trying. Right now, there's hundreds. Yeah, there's hundreds of thousands of innocent civilians right now trying to flee. The roads are packed as these bombs are raining down. I'm sorry, this isn't about peace. And you know why? Because look at what happened with Gaza and the 60-day. Do you remember the 60-day temporary ceasefire?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for example, Colin, one of our viewers, he says,
well, it was 3
what could
days.
be going on? Well, it's 30 days. You're right. Well, Colin says, what could be going on in 60 days that Israel could use in this time to regroup? And it's like, yeah, we know. We know. And I just find it crazy offensive because we know that Netanyahu is not going to suddenly grow a conscience. We know that Netanyahu is not going to keep the temporary ceasefire, hence the reason he's agreeing to a temporary ceasefire and not a ceasefire. By the way, can we come up with a new word for temporary ceasefire since it's just
that word has been bastardized. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing. We mean permanent, lasting, immediate. That's what we mean by ceasefire. Now, Kamala says ceasefire. Okay, it means nothing. Yeah,
it absolutely means nothing. When Biden says ceasefire, it means nothing. Let's just call it murder pause. Can we call it that? Like,
let's not. Because now
death
I'm
delay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think what's the proper way to like express that this is meant to continue.
It's meant to say like you have to stop on your end. We're not going to stop on our end. That's what it means. Like it wasn't even a 30-day. It was like a 3-day ceasefire from Israel. And if you guys remember, that's when they, I believe it was Al-Shifa during those 3 days. Yeah. If it wasn't that, it was another hospital, was when they completely exploded it during those 3 days. And, you know, this is exactly what I knew was going to happen. And I'm sure all of us knew was going to happen. They say ceasefire. MSM is like, oh my God, the U.S. got to do a ceasefire.
Ah,
Oh my God, Bibi is this hero. He's given a ceasefire. And then we
he should get
actually
a
got
peace
like
prize.
real news, like Al Jazeera and shit. And then we're seeing, okay, but wait, they're actually striking Lebanon right now, which is why it doesn't start till 4 a.m, because now they have to keep, exploding people and land now, so that it looks like Lebanese people are breaking the ceasefire.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing that really got me was, and I'd love to share it with you guys. This is how I learned about the quote unquote temporary ceasefire. I was getting in my car to go run some errands, and I flip on my radio, which I had it set to NPR. And here's what I heard. I heard, and with this ceasefire, Joe Biden has secured his presidential legacy. And I'm like, what? What? Huh? And then it's like, yes, Israel has agreed to end hostilities. And I'm like, oh my God, for 60 days with Lebanon. And then I'm like, oh, it's another fake ceasefire. And it's not even with Gaza. It's with the country that's trying to defend Gaza's right to not be genocided. Great.
Yeah.
Great. And again, I'm not knocking Lebanon. I think like this is better than the alternative. Obviously, any like reduction in violence on innocent civilians is a good thing. But again, this is the spillover war that is happening because of what Israel's doing to Gaza.
So let's also break this down. Let's unpack this, okay? They want a ceasefire with Lebanon, not Gaza. Now let's think about this. Why? Hezbollah actually has access to like shit that could do damage. Gaza does not.
Gaza has access to
even
nothing.
have a military. Gaza has nothing except starvation and a bunch of people who are being unalived. That's what Gaza has. Hezbollah has a lot more stuff that can do a lot more damage. So they're going to want to do a ceasefire with them. Doing a ceasefire with Gaza, whatever. They know they have power over Gaza. They have the power. Like
for now,
Hezbollah, they said in the past 2 months, they have unalived over 3,000 people in Israel. That's what, 6 times what Gaza has? More than 6 times in 13 months? Obviously, they don't want to mess with them. They're way tougher competition. Gaza, they're easy to pick on because they don't even have food.
Yeah.
They don't even have water. They don't even have medical care. They have nothing.
I was just seeing today that the charity groups on the ground there, the nonprofits, they're saying that over 90% of all food aid that was sent to Gaza was denied by Israel. Mm-hmm. And this was after Biden was like, oh, geez, Jack, you got 30 days to clean up your act, or I'm going to give you a hug in the White House again. Oh, and it's going to be a bear hug, Jack. Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And what was the outcome of that, by the way? That date came, that date passed. Was there any sanctions? Was there any even like a finger wag? Did anything happen?
I forget the one guy's name, Matt something or other. He goes, he's like, well, no, they haven't lived up to their end of the bargain and done exactly what they said they would, but they have made improvements.
That's a lie. It was worse. They had less food get through during those 30 days, and we have proof of it. I'm so tired of dealing with these speaking like these mouths of the state that do nothing but lie about genocide. That's literally their job now. Can you imagine that was your job and like doing that job and somehow managing like to not unalive yourself? I can't imagine doing that work every day and being able to live with myself. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do
Because
it.
you can't have a soul, you can't have a heart, you can't have a conscience. You have to be completely dead inside. Just completely. Just devoid of any feeling whatsoever. It's not even about money and power. That's not all. You have to be nothing but a shell of a person.
True.
Do you want to read some comments?
Yeah, I mean, mostly they're talking about what we're talking about here, but Matt Lucene said we can expect the same shenanigans. Colonizers going to colonize.
Yep.
He also mentioned in reference to NPR that it is the absolute worst trash, and yes, it is. But you know how it is. You got to listen to the propaganda, so at least you know the official line too, because it's not enough to just know the truth. You also need to know what they're telling everyone else. And then and Colin made a joke about the dude from What We Do in the Shadows. I love that show, and I love greasy-haired glasses guy. I don't know his name either. Oh, Guillermo. There it is, Guillermo.
I've heard of that. I never saw it.
It's really cute. It's a bunch of vampires. It's like The Office, but it's like a bunch of
Yes,
vampires living together. It's that
Okay.
style.
My
It's really
sister-in-law
fun.
told me about that.
Give it a watch. It's worth it if nothing else. I love the energy vampire. He's my favorite like concept of a vampire ever. He's amazing. He is painful and he's basically cringe personified. So
And it's acting though, so that's kind of refreshing.
oh yeah.
Did you have other things about the Lebanon ceasefire, or was it just these?
I mean, that's mostly what I had. I mean, I just wanted to note, because I thought it really was so insanely disgusting, that after signing this temporary ceasefire deal, now Israel is in the middle, at this very moment, leveling a 9,000-year-old capital city of a major nation state.
Yep.
Where is international law? Where is any of it? Like, can you imagine, like, if like DC were getting bombed right this second? We'd be pulling our hair. We'd be our capital is not being bombed.
Like, we supposedly have all these allies, right? We like go to war for all these countries and everything, and we have all these allies. You gotta wonder who would have our back when it came down to it. I don't think anyone would.
Well, that's the thing. I've been saying it for years, Joy, that when World War III comes, it is going to be the world versus us. We might have, let me guess, Israel, UK, Germany, maybe we'll get Australia, maybe. But honestly, it's going to be like 98% of the planet versus us.
I don't believe there is. You know what? Tell me in the comments, you guys. Tell me. I don't believe there is one country that would physically come in here and have our back, except maybe Canada. Maybe. Because we're connected.
Well, they'd be idiots. They'd be idiots to do that, Joy. Didn't you hear? We're going to put a 25% tariff on them. Trump today on Truth Social said, day one, when I get in the office, I am putting a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada. What did these countries do to us to deserve this?
Okay, so let's scratch Canada. So maybe UK, maybe. But anyone else, like you really think Israel would come in here and protect us? Like, I'd rather they not. Like, I'd rather deal with a different kind of fate.
It would not ever happen, Joy. It would
never I know.
Happen.
And it's like, but we have allies. No, we are their bitches. We're not allies. We lick their boots. That's the difference. This is not reciprocal. There is no, it's not this equal thing here. We're not friends. We're their bitches.
I saw a video yesterday, and it pretty much summed up my whole feeling on this whole matter, especially in the realm of like now that we've got these arrest warrants out for Bibi and for Gallant. But it was a video of Trudeau from Canada, PM of Canada, And he just lays out why we are going to obey international law, and we will, ultimately, if Netanyahu comes here, we're going to extradite him to The Hague. And here's what Trudeau said. He said it so calmly and so easily. He said Canada was one of the original signatories and creators of the ICC and the ICJ, and Canada respects international law, and we will thus follow international law. That's what he said. Now, compare that to what America and American politicians are saying in response. You've got like Tom Cotton. He's saying he is going to like sanction any country that tries to extradite Bibi. So any country that follows the international law will be like basically attacked by us, is what we have American politicians openly
So did
stating.
Biden.
Huh?
It's not just Republicans. Like, people are talking about Tom Cotton and Lindsey Graham. Biden said that months ago, where he said, if anyone tries to arrest Netanyahu, I will send in our troops, meaning the U.S. troops, and sanction it. And you know what? It's legal. I think
so a piece of paper says, Joy. Huh?
Didn't we talk about that once?
Yeah, we've talked about the Hague Invasion Act. Yeah.
It's legal to go in there and say, nope, you're not arrested. So what the fuck's the point of having international law? But you know what? If you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know I posted several times tweets that literally say from the current White House that says, we appreciate the ICC and the ICJ for holding Russia accountable for what they're doing to Ukraine. But now they have no jurisdiction. Now they're not able to do such things. They were in 2023. They are not now.
Yeah.
Now they have no credibility. It's totally different. Well, let's go to the two things with this girl. First the screenshot, and then we could play the video and the article. You guys may have seen this if you're on like Twitter and social media. But this is another case. And I want to be very careful and very clear when I share stuff like this. I know there is anti-Semitism. I think anyone would be a fucking idiot and probably be anti-Semitic to say it doesn't exist. We all know it exists. That being said, this is another example of people faking it. And I'll get into why. But here's the first thing.
Yep. I shared this right after you shared it with me, Joy, because I could believe it, but at the same time, I'm just like, come on, like, you really thought that you could go out and pretend to be like the pro-Palestine Nazi and people weren't going to figure out who you were? I mean, my God, that's so vile. So vile. Like, she has weaponized
Can you read that for people who can't
cultural victimization to victimize another culture.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you read what this says for people who can't see it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it says woman who performed Nazi salute at protest is unmasked as owner of 2 kosher cafes inside Jewish hospital. It's just so incredibly upsetting. It's like, and at the end of the day, I think the thing that really upsets me most is knowing that now that this is out there and that people are aware of it, I guarantee you Zionists don't fucking care. They're going to be like, yeah, well, she's just trying to express what they're out there doing. And it's like, if they're out there doing it, then why does she have to do it to make it look like it's happening?
Yeah.
And I'm not
getting. You put up the article too, and there's a video in there.
Absolutely. And it was like you said just a second ago about the anti-Semitism. It's like 1000% anti-Semitism is real. But when you do shit like this, all you're doing is reducing people's belief in the concept of anti-Semitism. You are defeating
you're desensitizing it. You're saying,
sick.
well, this is, people think, okay, well, people start to doubt just naturally. Like, well, is it one of those things? I mean, we've seen the footage of the Zionist guy, like, literally taking a Palestinian flag on a pole and hitting himself in the head and going, stop this, and editing the footage. Like, I mean, come on. We've all seen shit like that. So anyway, also what I was going to say is that I've had numerous people from Jewish Voice for Peace, Solidarity, on my show, and they have all stated that this kind of shit makes them feel more unsafe. They feel way more unsafe by Jewish people doing things like that than they do being around people supporting Palestine. And it's because of the fact that they are creating anti-Semitism by doing this. I mean,
it's, I don't know. When I shared this earlier today, I shared it alongside with that meme of the little Asian kid with the boot on his neck, and then you pull the camera back and he's wearing the boot on his own hand.
Right.
It's just like, oppressing yourself. Cool.
Can you play the video?
There's a video. Where is the video? Okay, there we go. Got it. Hope we don't get an ad. Is it playing? I think it is. Or is it?
No.
Okay, I don't know why it's not. Maybe it's just not loading correctly or something. She was yelling about the final solution. My God, how could you do this? This is so monstrous. Like, what in the world? Let me reload the page because it doesn't seem to be loading.
But like in the day of the interwebs, you're going to go there without even a face mask, nothing. You're just going to go there and think you won't be found out. Have you ever been online? Because people will know your fucking job, your fucking address, like where you work, where you went to school. Like, give them like 10 minutes. People on the interwebs are fucking bananas. Like, they're like, I'm on it. And they just like, it took no time.
Years ago, there was this celebrity, and they were being trolled by a bunch of like right wingers, and they kept putting up this flag, and they were like, I don't even remember what the flag was, but they're like, you'll never take down this flag like you did in front of my business. And so they put it out in the middle of the desert where nobody could find it and have a camera on it 24/7, right? People were able to use the planes flying overhead as tiny little dots in the image to determine where this place was and then triangulate it and then go and steal this dude's flag. So what I'm telling you is, if you think you can go out into a protest and pretend to be a Nazi and that this won't come back on you, they found the flag by airplanes in the sky. I am telling you, you are going to get found out. Do not. God, this is dumb. Anyways,
especially
this is not.
If you threaten people like playing. You're never gonna find me. Oh, really? Is that a challenge? Is that a challenge? Okay. So, do you want to read like the beginning of this just to give people?
Sure, we'll skip the video because the video is not loading. Yeah. It says a woman who was caught at a pro-Palestine demonstration giving the Nazi salute, making anti-Jewish threats, has been unmasked as the owner of 2 kosher cafes inside the Jewish General Hospital in Montreal, Canada. Mai Abdulhadi, 39, was shockingly caught on camera giving the Sig Heil salute towards pro-Israel counter-protesters. Oh my God. At last Thursday. And the best part is those people knew her. I mean, you know it. And then like she's like, all right, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna pretend to be a Nazi, and you get real mad, and then I'm gonna have my buddy over here film it. Oh man, this is gonna get people so angry. I don't know. I'm so wildly offended by this. She attempted to shield her identity with a keffiyeh, a traditional Palestinian scarf, as well as a medical mask and sunglasses, but was revealed as she taunted the opposing group. She warned them in the video, final solution is coming your way. The final solution. Do you know what the final solution is? Do you know what the final solution is? My God. I don't know if I want to keep reading. This is really gross.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, we can end it there, but the other thing I was going to say is that you know, as far as damn, I forgot what I was going to say. It was good too. I think maybe it was a lie. That's what my dad always says. I forgot what I was going to say. It must have been a lie.
Man. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That makes me mad.
Oh God, you want to know what makes me mad? I scrolled down in the article a little bit, and it says here they're not confident that she will face prosecution. A person was quoted as saying the police show little interest in enforcing the law. I mean, so wait a minute.
I knew what I was going to say. Okay, so Trudeau actually came out the night that this happened and held a press conference about this woman and said that there's no anti-Semitism that should be welcomed at Palestine rallies and stuff. He actually gave a press conference about this woman, not knowing this was going to be found out. Because I saw the press conference and I was like, ew, like what the fuck? People were disgusting. But I found it really hard to believe someone at keffiyeh would do that. Like, I mean, like next to impossible to believe, because we all know this shit isn't about religion. Like, we all fucking know this. So,
well, plus, come on, like, have you ever heard of pro-Palestine Nazis? Nazis are opposed to like every outside group, including Palestinians. So the idea is already on its face idiotic, you know?
So yeah, Trudeau came out and was like, Trudeau came out and was like, you know, this is not welcome at Palestinian disruptions. Please, you know, don't allow that. I'm disappointed, blah, blah, blah. And here she is. So in a way, she did get what she wanted, because there are going to be people, like, it's that whole thing where you put something in an article and you put a retraction a few days later. You think people actually fucking read the retraction? No.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I'm going to censor myself. So Josh, please do, when you respond, the 40 headed babies that was printed so many times and eventually retracted even by the White House. Does it matter? No, Kamala still says it to this day. So it doesn't matter if things are retracted. So people who watch that press conference, they might not even be online. They don't know about this girl. They don't know she was found out to be a total fraud. They don't know that. Now they're thinking we all have these like complete like psychopaths at our rallies that actually stand with us. It only takes one person to taint a movement, and they look for this shit. Zionists
they literally
produce
this shit themselves.
Yeah. But I mean, if you have even one person, that's why I like cringe when I see people at Palestine protests and stuff who are like getting up in Zionist face and saying, fuck you, fuck you. Please don't do that. Please don't. I know you want to. Trust me. I know you want to. And a lot of us do as well. But that video is going to be used to discredit our entire movement. And they do. And it does. So they are not worth it. You can talk to them. If they start escalating, let them escalate, because it's more ammo, lack of a better term, for us. Because we can say, look, we're just sitting here talking. But I've seen people get heated to the point that they're like, come on, man, let's go. Don't fucking do that. Don't.
Yeah.
For any reason, don't.
Yeah.
If someone comes
if you
at you
care
in a
about a peace
self-defense, that's
movement,
totally something different. But don't let them push you to that point. It is completely the antithesis to what we are there for. We are there to stop violence, to stop hate. And if you're going to have a discussion with them and try to have discourse, and I know it's hard because a lot of them are just, no. And if they're going to posture at you and they're going to like get in your face and stuff, let them get it all on tape. Let them. And if they keep going,
good thing.
If they keep going,
go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
If they keep going, turn around, walk away, call over some comrades and say, dude, please get him away from me. He's coming at me. Something. Stop it. Do not fall for that shit. Because a lot of them will goad you. A lot of them. They want you to throw a punch. They want you. Then they will edit that video.
Yep. I mean, God, you remember that one? It was like a student protest, completely peaceful. And they were just like walking around in like a big chain of people.
Yep.
And this person had a tiny little Palestinian flag. And they're just doing this with it, walking by. And it barely bumps against the side of this person's head. And they're like, you blinded me. They blinded me with a flag. And then they took this person on like 10 different news shows. And they're like, it was so traumatizing. I was blinded by this hateful anti-Semite. And they're like, well, your eye looks fine now. Well, it's fine now. But there was a moment there where I really thought, and it's like, why is this person on your news show?
Nothing I was like, okay, as a blind person, I am offended that you're pulling this shit right now. Because, first of all, your ass was wearing glasses, okay? Yeah. Your glasses didn't break. No, your eyes were not hurt, bitch. Okay, shut the fuck up. And even if they were, let's play devil's advocate. Even if they were, they weren't. Even if they were, it was obviously an accident. They were waving the flag. It is not intentional. That was the biggest bunch of fucking bullshit. And everyone's like, oh my God, she was attacked, her eye. She was on the news literally the next morning. There was not even a scratch. There wasn't a bruise. There wasn't shit. All you see is like the camera
in her eye.
Huh?
There wasn't even a speck of red in her eye.
No.
Like, not even like slightly pink from getting knocked or something. No, she was fine. And it was like the next day. And it's like, why are you on the news saying you were blinded when you were clearly fine?
Get a fucking eye patch, bitch.
Yeah, at least pull a Trump and get that nice big eye, you know, that sanitary napkin for your face. Just blam.
Exactly. Like, come on, dude. Play the part at least.
I know. Can't believe they didn't play it up. That sounds like the perfect way to do it, but oh well.
Seriously.
It was probably their first time doing mass propaganda. They weren't prepared.
You could get an eye patch with like the Star of David. Like it would have like the Israeli flag.
Yeah.
Right there. Like your battle wound. What else do we have?
I mean, do you want to jump on to the next big topic? I mean, it's the one that I've been itching to rail on. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know if you guys heard the wacky news, but apparently MSNBC is doomed. It's not looking great, y'all. It's not looking great for MSNBC. So listen to this. MSNBC is apparently going to be sold. Comcast is done with MSNBC. They're going to keep NBC, but they're done with MSNBC. MSNBC.
Isn't that where Maddow is?
Yeah. Rachel Maddow. Yeah. Let's see here.
Do you want to put up what you're reading so people know it for context?
Well, I can throw the articles up. Give me a second. I'm just going to throw the first thing up first because I thought it was fun. I had way too much fun throwing it together here. Where'd it go? Oh, it only pulls up my.
Legit. There's no way to say this in a sensitive way, but I thought it wasn't going to be till the older generations died till MSM started like going away. But I know their numbers are bad.
Yeah. So listen to these numbers. I have the numbers if you guys are ready for these numbers. So since the election, y'all, MSNBC lost 38% of their regular viewership as compared to the same time last year. Okay. Now, don't celebrate just yet, Joy. Sadly, Fox News is claiming they have increased their viewership 41% since the election.
Yeah, because there's other shit libs watching it.
All I can figure is these shit libs have exited one echo chamber for another, and I'm not happy about it.
They're using another echo chamber.
You think so?
Yes.
That much? Like 41% jump? I don't know.
They're all secret MAGA. They're blue MAGA, red MAGA. They're all fucking MAGA. It doesn't matter.
You're right. They're like, as long as those immigrants are gone, does it matter who does it?
Exactly.
Fucking hateful. Well, anyways, here, let me give you some more of the collateral damage of this awfulness. So just when you thought that Maddow's hair couldn't get any shorter, Maddow is taking a $5 million haircut off of her $30 million salary. So you, a big fat 15% off the top. I'm sorry for you, Rachel Maddow. Maybe you should have, I don't know, told the truth more and maybe not just
Russia. Also, Russia. Also, did you hear about Russia? Oh my God. Did you guys know about Russia? Let me tell you about Russia. Oh my God, Russia. Did you hear what Russia did the other day? Oh my God, tomorrow night, Russia is, oh my God, this morning, Russia. Oh my God, Trump had Russian dressing. Oh my God, Russia.
Last night, I was walking through my house and it was the middle of the night and I stepped on a Russia and my foot was so bruised and I was so mad. I can't believe Russia did this to me. Anyway,
I ran out of toilet paper in a restaurant last night and I was like, God damn it, Russia. Damn it.
Yeah. See, it's fun. Republicans do the similar thing, but they blame the Jews for all of their problems. So.
No, they blame DEI.
Oh, well, they do that also. But DEI is just the fun code word for black people this month. But don't worry, they'll come up with a new one next month. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's some more of the collateral damage. Get this. And you said pull up an article. Let me pull up this article real fast. I thought this was too funny. So did you hear about poor Al Sharpton? Oh God, hold on. Let me pull it up here. Here it is. So Al Sharpton, as you know, another one of the hosts there on MSNBC. Did you hear this news about Al Sharpton yet, Joy? Are you aware of this?
No.
Okay, well, now I'm excited. I'm excited to tell you. Okay, so it just came out. Go ahead and pop it up there. MSNBC was unaware that the Harris campaign gave $500,000 to Al Sharpton's group right before her friendly interview on his show on MSNBC. So MSNBC admitted that they were unaware Kamala Harris paid $500,000 to his National Action Network nonprofit right before Election Day in this interview. And then let's see, there's another part here. It says the Free Beacon added Sharpton did not inform Network Brass that his nonprofit received this money from the Harris campaign, and MSNBC declined to say if Sharpton would face consequences, according to the report. So I just want you guys to swap in your brain, turn this around real quick, okay? I want you to imagine, what if Donald Trump went on, I don't know, what's a Republican like middle of the roader or something even. They don't even have to be far right. Like Brian
that interviewed Wilson. Kamala and she had a pissy fit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, imagine if Trump was in an interview
No,
and
but
he was
I'm
he was
asking you
treated
a
with.
question.
Oh,
The
what was the question?
interviewer where Kamala had a hissy fit and left.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one. What's his name? Hannity. Hannity scared her out of the room. Yeah.
Like if he was on that show.
Yeah, I knew it was bad when I saw all the blue MAGA people being like, "I'm glad she walked out. It showed courage." And I'm like, wait. When
It
Trump
showed
walks out of an
courage
interview,
to walk
he's
away.
a coward. But when she walks away from an interview, she's brave. Oh,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
Yes,
But
Wayne.
anyway, so yeah, we don't know if there's going to be anything that comes from this, but I just want to again point that out. If Trump were in an interview and he was given a super softball interview, and then you find out after the fact, after the election, that he paid $500,000 to the interviewer's own private charity or something, you're going to tell me that you wouldn't flip out about corruption? And this is my problem. It's like, where is the right? Or the left in this case? Where is the left? Where's the Democrats to be like, I don't like that she spent $500,000 into his charity right before doing an interview. That feels inappropriate. I don't hear. I got this article from Fox News because I don't see the left talking about this. Not in the same way. They're not like this is a problem. It takes
Now,
literally
where was
like,
this?
is a
Because
problem,
this is the first I'm hearing about this. So
it's being buried right now.
but was MSNBC, did they acknowledge that this was correct, that this
Yes.
did happen?
They
Okay.
did, because they're saying, again, they admitted they were unaware that this money had
Right.
been paid.
Okay. So I wanted to make sure. Okay.
But this came from the
That
SEC
in
filings.
itself is
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah.
I do not I expected them to say like no comment or something. Like the fact that they even acknowledge it is very interesting. I think that they know like their time is so fucking up.
Oh
And I
yeah.
love it.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about the next group that's on the chopping block. Of course, it's Joe and Mika. Oh, Joe and Mika of Morning Joe. They pissed off their viewers so bad. The Nielsen ratings in real time, within an hour of them announcing that they are now capitulating entirely to Donald, he's definitely Hitler Trump, they lost something like 2/5 of their audience within an hour after making that announcement that they went to Mar-a-Lago and capitulated to him to try to make peace with Trump. I just think that's amazing. I love the idea of like.
Okay, so wait, I thought they were Republicans. I'm confused.
No. They're supposed to be Democrats, because remember Joe was a Republican congressman at one point, and then he came over to the Dems, and that's why he's on MSNBC, and that's why he is a liberal now supposedly, but he was a Republican. I'm pretty sure.
I never watched the show. I really thought they were Republicans. So
well, you'd think by their policies, by the fact that they've been chummy with Trump since the very beginning. I mean, you remember that back in 2016, how it seemed like Trump was on their show once a week.
Yeah, all the time. I guess that's why I assumed.
Yeah, I can totally see why you would make that assumption.
I've only seen clips of their shows, and only when people send them to me because they're like super egregious. But that's really interesting. So, do you mean they went to Mar-a-Lago to be like, we're cool now?
Yeah, they literally. Okay, you didn't see this, but you should look it up. They did on their Morning Joe segment. They came to the audience and they're like, listen. This weekend, we went to Mar-a-Lago. We had lunch with Trump. We sat, and it's just like, again, the reason.
Well, I did see that, but like I said, I thought they were Republicans. So,
oh, no. That's the thing. They're not. And they're like supposed liberals on MSNBC, the land of liberals. And now they're trying to get back into Trump's good graces again, like they were back 8 years ago. But they're not right now because they've been calling him Hitler every day for the last X number of years. So I don't know. I find the whole thing amazing. The idea that you'd have lunch with Hitler, and to be fair, I see why they went there, because you know who else Trump had lunch with just this last year? With Fuentes. What's his name? Nick Fuentes. Everybody's favorite your body, my choice neo-Nazi douchebag. He had
All right.
lunch at Mar-a-Lago with Trump. So again, apparently Trump will have lunch with anybody, Joe and Mika. Don't take this as he listened to your needs. No, he'll apparently eat with any Nazi or any dumb blue MAGA moron. He'll happily sit with you and tell you what you want to hear. And
Right.
he's a liar, you know, he'll happily lie to you. And anyways, after this happened, the audience was so furious that Joe and Mika went and capitulated to the guy that they've been railing against all these years that the like 2/5 of the audience clicked the remote within an hour of that. I mean, I just love that. I just love to imagine like everybody being like, I'm out.
I saw a clip of they almost looked teary-eyed, and they were saying like, I know a lot of you guys are upset with us and we understand, and I just turned it off. I don't even know anything about him, so
Oh, but wait, it gets even better, okay? So Mika has been getting so much trash talk on what she's done on Twitter that she has now quit Twitter because of it. And here's what she said. I'm going to read you her quote. I've decided to leave X, but I'd love to keep the conversation going. I'm trying to think through it. I'm scared and disoriented and fearful of the future. But I think just for a quick moment, I might be the punching bag for all of that. Join me on Blue Sky. So everyone, Mika Brzezinski has now invited you to come and bring that punching bag energy to her on Blue Sky. So if you want to, if you're feeling like kicking Mika Brzezinski while she's down, now's your chance on Blue Sky.
So I've been told I haven't done Blue Sky. I haven't even looked at the platform because I'm like overwhelmed with all these different fucking thing, and none of them are accessible, and it drives me insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm being told it's nicknamed Blue Cry because it's like literally just a bunch of shit libs whining.
I tell you this, it is right now most certainly the Democrat echo chamber du jour, no doubt. But the reason I'm on there is because I feel like we need to be on these places to have a counter narrative. Like I'm on Truth Social so I can counter the lies from the dumbasses on the right. So I'm on Blue Sky so I can counter the dumbass lies from the people on the supposed left. I get tired of these people living in like peace and harmony with the terrible things that they do. They need to be held accountable. You don't get to have a safe space. I'm coming to your safe space, Blue Sky.
I do not have that kind of energy and time to just like I just don't like reading like shit libs posts like literally makes me want to fucking cry. I'm just like, yeah, I don't not a fan. I think it literally hurts my like it basically I lose brain cells.
Yeah.
Which is why my IQ has gone down considerably since I joined Twitter.
Yep.
I don't think I'm joking either. Where did this go? Oh, there we go. Okay. What else do we have?
I have a fun game I'd like to play with you in the audience. I found a video of Kamala talking about, with slight word salady words, her latest, talking about we're not down, we're gonna get back up kind of garbage.
And I
I'm
saw
watching
that.
this clip. Well, yeah, but I couldn't help but notice as I'm watching, it's a short little clip. I'm like, she's drunk, isn't she? And then I was like, well, I would be too if I just, fucked the entire pooch and the whole country. I'd probably be drinking full day as well. But I got to ask, I'm going to put the video on and I'm going to let y'all real quick. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I'm going to hit this real quick and then y'all let me know. It's only a 30-second video. Is Kamala sober or is she a little tipsy? And, maybe with good reason. Let's find out.
Well, I mean, look, I don't think she's drunk. I think she's on pills. So let's give that an option as well.
Well, okay. Kamala Harris, drunk or on pills? You decide.
Or just really dumb.
Mind you.
Or all.
Did you ever let anybody take your power from you? You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Look,
I
I'm
just
sorry. She's
have
on
to
something.
remind
I'm
you.
not even kidding.
Don't you ever
She's a little slurry. She's a little squinty. Take it from a guy who's done his fair share of substances. I can tell when someone is not sober.
All I hear with her saying this shit is that she's talking to herself. She is literally trying to convince herself that she is not a failure. Like, that's
Yeah.
what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know from experience, I'll post memes on Facebook and shit, like, always be kind to yourself. Your own worst enemy's in your head. And I'm like, that's true. And I'll share it. And I'm like, I shared that shit for myself. I really did. I shared that shit for myself. So I think she's doing one of those where she
Yeah,
is talking to herself, like, you know, Stuart Somali looking in the mirror, like, I am
I'm good
somebody.
enough. I'm smart enough. And gosh darn it, I make
People
people
like me.
people like me. That's what it is.
Look, I'm smart enough. I'm good enough. I would have won, but Trump cheated. And gosh darn it, people don't like me, but they can vote for me anyway because the orange man bad.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to put another Vicodin in my champagne glass and I'm out of here.
She sounds like she's like speaking with a cigar when you do it, like, hello. Like Groucho Marx, but like not nearly as cool. So what are the responses? Do we have pills? Do we have drinking? Do we have sober and just stupid?
The one response I got on that, it says here, Holocaust Harris was drunk or on lewds the entire campaign. Yes.
Accurate. That, oh my God, I just thought of something. That's why her campaign's 20 million in debt.
I love it. I love it. Secret, intense drug addiction.
And not to make fun of it, guys. I know it's heavy shit. Like, I know it's not to make fun of it. It's simply as a public figure, you should be coherent.
Yeah. But come on, Joy, let's be honest, though. We know that it isn't that, because what it comes down to, we just found out what it is. She spent $500,000 to get one favorable interview. And that's just one of the things we've learned about. It was like a week or two ago, we were talking about the millions and millions she spent on all these music artists. I can't believe that you have to pay $500,000 to get a good interview in this town. Is that real? Like, I know it is, but I can't believe it. I can't wrap my head around it.
I don't understand why people who donated to her don't care that, like, they thought they were donating to a campaign and it went to Beyoncé saying 2 words instead of performing and shit like that. Like, this woman gets billions in donations. Why the fuck are you giving her anything?
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for you. You're fucking stupid.
Yeah,
it's your money. You can do it.
$1.5 billion
you
of
want,
Americans'
but if you give
money.
a fucking rich ass billionaire, like, that's people's own fault if they give to fucking shit like that.
See, and I know you feel that way. That's where I'm different. I feel bad for these people because I know that they have been fooled. They've been fooled. You know, it's like what was it? The Ringling Brothers quote, the one that's like, there's a sucker born every 5 minutes. That's what it comes down to. It's a race to the suckers. That's what elections are in America. It's not about real, meaningful policy that helps humanity. It's always about, how can I get these rubes in this sack? How do I do it? And that's why I'm so
understand donating to someone like Jill Stein, because she has no fucking billionaires and millionaires donating to her and buying her. I can't understand someone who's bought by corporations. They don't need your fucking money. You're choosing to give them your money. You're a fucking idiot. And I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, well, for sure. Yeah, it's wild stuff. Wild stuff.
I think I have one last
Yeah, there was that video of what's her name, Corinne Jean-Pierre. That video, or was that for a different
oh
section?
yeah, let's do that now.
All right, let's do it.
I always forget her name. That's horrible, but I just don't like her.
Well, you know, maybe if she didn't lie for a paycheck and literally help facilitate a genocide, you might. But unfortunately,
to Hawaii while DNC staffers are just wondering what they're going to do.
The vice president has taken time off to go spend time with her family. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think she deserves some time to be with her family and to have some downtime. She has worked very hard over the last 4 years, and her taking a couple of days to be with her family, good for her. Good for her.
All right, and now here comes the next fun game. Name one of those things that Kamala's done in the last 4 years that constitutes hard work without mentioning her running for that election.
I am working for the ceasefire around the clock. Okay, around the clock. Right. Okay.
Except for when she's in Hawaii.
Right. So, I mean, look, literally World War III is starting. I think it's wonderful that she took a vacation. Listen, girlfriend, you're getting a vacation for the next 4 years, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to take a vacation now. You have 2 more months of work, and then you're on permanent vacation.
No, that's too much. No,
well, I gotta show these videos of this guy. You guys have to see this. I cannot even handle it. The first one is the guy in the green. It's the same guy, but it's the one in the green. Please, everyone, listen to this. Everyone, listen all the way through. Just listen to it. You have to.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the tab here. Oh no, I think I closed it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'm awesome. I totally closed it like a genius. But fear not, I got it coming back up. I can show you the other one though, until I get that other one up.
It has to be this one first.
All right, hold on. So sorry, I accidentally clicked it. While that's happening, somebody had in the section been like, all right, but now do Trump. Don't worry, we'll get to him. I'll when we get to the Grand Marshal, I'm gonna let you know all about Trump's tariff. Don't you worry.
Wait. Someone said now do Trump.
Yeah.
I cannot. That's a trigger for me. That is a fucking trigger for me.
Uh-oh.
Who said that?
Oh no.
Oh my god. Is there someone that actually like watches my show, or is
I'm not sure. They say their name is Hassan Piker fan. So normally that means that folks are a little more left than usual, but you know, could go the other way too. But I think I'm pulling the video up here. Sorry for the delay. It just took me a second. Oh my god. So sorry, Joy. I don't know how I ended up closing this, but I definitely did it. Okay. I'm sorry, Joy. I am not locating this. I don't know what I did to it.
I texted it to you.
Okay. Yeah. And I sent them. Was it Libs of TikTok? Is that where it came from? Oh, that's where it was. Yeah, I found it. I'm sorry. I thought it was under some Twitter. Yeah, I found it. All right. 1 second. Bing.
Josh, mute your mic.
Oh, because I'm going to scream with laughter?
Yes, all right. Mute your mic.
All right, so let's talk about what it is that I actually mean to do on Inauguration Day. So there's going to be a lot of people there. A lot of people on his side and a lot of people protesting on our side. I mean to meet as many people as I can, try to convince them to work together in a cooperation. And if everything works the way that it's supposed to, I will be in front of that stage with people chanting for me to be heard. Either Legion or Let Him Speak. Whatever, I don't care. Get me on stage to speak before the president and change the very fabric of human history. Our future is in our hands, and I mean to take it, charge forward, grasp that future with both hands, and rip it apart. The future I see is not one I accept. The future I want is one that I will build, and I need your help to get there.
Okay, so first time I watched this, all I can think is that guy definitely has like a Mormon cult. First of all, he thinks he's Jesus. Second of all, the fact that he's like, I'm going to get thousands of people to chant, let him speak to me so I can get up and Donald Trump will step aside and let me speak. Okay, who the fuck are you? Then my question is, what the fuck are you? What do you even want to say? All you're saying is everyone needs to say that I can speak. That I'm going to get a whole movement. People need to say that. Let him speak. What are you going to say, dude? What do you stand for? Like, this dude's fucking nuts. This dude is going to start I can't say it because they'll dock me on my channel, but a JAN number.
No. He thinks he's going to do one of them. No. He ain't doing nothing. I'm sorry. This guy's delusional, like insanely delusional.
Well,
You heard him. He's like, I'm going to walk through that crowd and they're going to part like the Red Sea. And then I'm going to climb up on the stage and the Secret Service are going to bow down before me. It's like, dude, what are you fucking talking about? You're an absolute kook.
Yeah, like, I have no idea who you are, dude, but yeah, we'll part ways for you. So then
Trump's
there's
going to be up and he's going to be like, hold on, everybody. Hold on. I got to stop my double
there's
jerk-off dance. This
some
guy
guy
wants to
who
say
says he's
something.
important. Put on the other one now, because there's an update. He was getting shit, surprisingly.
There's an update. Well, I hope it's a good update. I hope that he makes more veiled threats for no reason. That would be fun. Come on, more veiled threats. Come on.
Put your mute on. I'm not playing.
All right.
You know what? Bet. I mean to be at the Capitol to change the world, and I need everyone's help to do it. I mean to make the biggest spectacle I possibly can of myself with more than 20 million people at my back. Yep. I am weaponizing blue sky, I think is what I'm attempting to do. I am attempting to weaponize blue sky in raising me up to the level of giants so that I can say our piece. Now, you can be with us or against us, but you need to be there, ready in whatever way that means to you. So when I march on the Capitol, so do you. And I just hope to God we can avert war.
So, again, my question is, who are you and what do you stand for? I don't know if you're a fucking Republican and happy because Trump won. I don't know if you're pissed because Trump won. I don't know anything about you. So when you're saying people need to have my back, have your back for what? What do you believe in? Who are you?
Yeah.
That's a cultist. That is what I'm telling you, you guys. I have watched way too many documentaries about like cults and people who literally believe they're Jesus. It's this guy. Like, they don't think they have to say what they believe in, just that they're powerful and everyone should just bow down to them. I need 20 million people to have my back. What the fuck?
I forget what it's called, but there's an actual term for it where people like have like a mental break. Sometimes it's caused by, genetic stuff. Sometimes it's caused by like, you took too many drugs or something, but people get into a Christ complex where they
Yeah.
believe they are Jesus. I've met these people, and they're wildly annoying and insanely interesting at the same time, because anybody that claims to be like the second coming of Christ, you're always going to have a very interesting conversation with them, but it's also nuts, and they're nuts. And I don't think they know they're nuts. And that's why I feel bad for people like this, because no one's getting behind this guy except for total morons.
Anyway, well, that's what I was gonna say. January 20th, Inauguration Day. There's gonna be a lot of shit libs out there protesting Trump, because they do that like once every 4 years because it's very powerful. Well, we're having a huge Palestine protest the same damn day at the Capitol. So decide, if you're going to DC, who are you going to stand with? You going to stand with us, who's fighting for actual humanity, or stand with the pink P-word hats who literally state they just want to go to brunch? Like, if you go to DC, I hope you stand with us and not with that green jacket guy, because I think Secret Service should keep an eye on that dude.
I would like to make a prediction. This is my Nostradamus moment, okay? This is what I think is going to happen on January 20th. Are you guys ready for this? I think that you guys are going to be there being the pro-peace protesters, and the pussy hats are going to be there being the pro-brunch protesters, and the MAGA, of course, are going to be there being the, worship Orange Jesus Daddy. But all of you are going to bow at the feet of white art school Jesus over here before that day is out. When he gets to that stage, and when those Secret Service lay their guns down on the stage before him, and when suddenly giant, giraffes show up and bow in front of him, y'all are going to be like, oh, he's the second coming. And then y'all going to unite. And I think that's where this is all. I think he's right. In fact, from now on,
I just realized
his name so I can give him some props here. Who is this guy?
I just realized we're totally gonna turn into a soul train. Everyone's gonna do a soul train.
That would be the best ending to this dumb country ever.
Shit.
A huge soul train,
and we would all intertwine though. Like the pro-Palestine would be like in front of the MAGA, and the MAGA would be in front. Like, oh my god. That holy shit! I'm writing another parody book.
Can I tell you? It's beautiful, Joy. I'm imagining it right now. I am
writing a sequel.
I'm imagining like blue hair pussy hats, robot dancing with Nazis, and everybody just having a great time. I think it's going to be just the most beautiful moment in American history. It may be the most beautiful moment in Earth's history. Thank you, strange white Jesus man, for saving us all, because we're on the precipice. We need white Jesus man more than ever. Whoever this fucking dude is.
Because white Jesus, who doesn't exist.
I see him. He's right over there, Joy. He's right there. He's right there. He can hear you. Oh, he's on my screen. He's not on our screen. My bad.
Yeah. Not that white Jesus. The Jesus that's from Palestine that everyone paints as white. Because he's,
I don't know. I'm starting to think he might have been white. I've been in Christianity in this country for a long time, and I've never heard of a brown Jesus. That sounds antithetical to my entire upbringing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
maybe that's why they crucified him. He was like the only white guy in Middle East, so that's why they crucified him.
Yeah, I mean that's why he's Jesus, because he's that powerful. Excuse me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like and subscribe, you guys.
Hold on. I promised our one fan who was pissed that we didn't talk about Trump. This week's Grand Marshal, I want to nominate Donald Trump, because today on Truth Social, he made the promise that he will be putting a 25% tariff on all Mexican and Canadian goods on day one in his office. Also, they're going to be denying federal funds, and they're threatening arrest of any mayor who tries to, of any city that tries to protect their neighbors from being deported. So for the people who are like, oh, call Trump a fascist, he's a fucking fascist. He's going to round up your damn neighbors, and he's telling you that if you try to stop him, he'll round you up too. Yes, he's a fucking fascist. I don't know what else you need
But
to hear from me.
also, let's not forget, last week we forgot a grand marshal, so we have 2 this week.
Oh, yeah, 2 this week.
I'm doing Green Jacket Guy because he's leading people off the cliff, like literally. It's perfect.
Yeah. Joy, I'm worried I might follow him if he goes off that cliff. I'm worried. He seems sincere about whatever his vague nothingness that he's
I'm
talking
going to
about.
hell because I don't want to be with people like that, okay? I want to be with people like me.
Yeah.
In hell.
I would like to mention to our one viewer, Hassan Piker fan, who seems really, really adamant about making sure Trump is labeled a fascist. I want you to know that this guy that in the green thing that we just showed you, that guy is your way to save democracy. I know it feels like there's no other route, that all the law, all the court cases are closed, the election's over, and there's no way out. You're wrong. Get behind green shirt Jesus, dude, while you still can. Hit your knees. Pray for forgiveness from green shirt Jesus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get down
Praise
on
be
those
his green
knees.
name.
Praise be lime green jacket. Praise be.
And with those words, the green jacketed Jesus doth led all the people off of the cliff into the pit of unknowing. Amen.
Amen. So, you guys, we have like 90 people watching. So I want to see a lot of likes. I want to see a lot of subscribes. So thank you guys so much for commenting. Everyone who commented and joined in. You guys are amazing. Even you, Hassan Piker guy.
And for the record, I'm a Hassan Piker fan, so we're not all terrible.
I don't even know. I've seen his name, but I don't know anything about him. But yeah, I mean, like, I appreciate discourse. Like, I don't which is why one of the reasons I do a show with you, because we don't always agree. You're a lot more forgiving than me. I became a very cold bitch 13 months ago.
Yes.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. Josh and I go way back, okay? He knows who I used to be. I love you so much. I love you so much. I want a hug. Oh, give me a hug. Oh, you're so adorable. Oh my God. I'm going to send you handmade bracelets, and I'm going to send you cards. And that was me with every fucking person I know. Like, people are like, I was so intimidated by you because of how you are on air. Well, how I am on air is literally about politics. That's not who I am in person. But on air, I feel like part of me inside is now who I am on air. And I think about that a lot. I don't really like it, but I feel like the past 13 months, like, some of me has hardened. It has. I'm still a very huggy, very give compliments, very do nice things for people. But I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel like I can
explain. I can explain. When I met Joy, she was basically like a human version of Hello Kitty. She was just like all sunshine and rainbows. It's true. And I tell you, that's what this cold, hard world does. No, Joy, you're still sunshine and rainbows. You just got a little rain cloud. And don't worry, that rain cloud may blow away. It may blow away with time.
I'm only happy when it rains.
I'm only happy when the news is bad.
I'm only happy when I throw people off the cliff. Yeah.
And with that, another
So you guys, pour your misery down on me. So that's our song for tonight.
Pour your misery down on me. All right, guys, it's Capitalist Death Parade. Another amazing week. Another bunch of absolute brutal capitalists walked off the cliff to their doom. And we'll join you, or you'll join us next week on Capitalist Death Parade. I am Josh Radio Hedge.
And I am Joy Marie Mann. And tomorrow night, Matt will be joining me. We'll be doing our Nevermind the Bollocks. We had to cancel last night, tomorrow night. 9 p.m. Eastern, so tune in. I also have this badass guy named James Kennedy, who's Welsh. He's a podcaster and a rock and roller singer who makes music that's like, fuck the system. He's really great. Very free Palestine. So he is coming on next week. Really cool guy. Check out his podcast, check out his music. So that should be rad. I have another guest I will be announcing as well. But for now, yes, join me tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, while Matt joins me. And enjoy turkey if you like, but let's just think about Standing Rock. And let's think about our Indigenous brothers and sisters, because that's what we need to do Thursday. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Much love.
Much love. Much love.